Please be seated. We are the class of 2014. Together we have made long-lasting friendships that we will carry with us throughout the rest of our lives. From the freshman mixer to the first ever Carroll lip dub, we have created a bond that will not easily be replicated. And although this marks an ending in a chapter of our lives, we can move forward knowing that we are prepared for what is to come better than any senior wearing a cap in 2014. What binds us is our love for each other and our commitment towards our future. Regardless of the path we choose to take in life, we will always have the memories of our 4 years at Carroll High School. We will never forget the Friday night lights, the Monday morning tests, or the excitement of the diploma we are about to receive. My challenge to the class of 2014 is to reach higher than you believe you can grasp, to hold close the memories we have developed, to not be afraid of the path we choose, but to boldly forge our own way. To always remember we are a class of one, the class of 2014. Without further ado, it is my great privilege and honor to announce the opening of Carroll High School 2014 commencement ceremony.
Good afternoon, staff, families, and class of 2014. Welcome to graduation. Do you want to build a snowman? Yes, you could have said that to your longtime best friend, favorite sibling, or high school sweetheart 14 times this year without the worry of school. It was a rough winter, the roughest Fort Wayne has ever seen. We lasted 19 consecutive days below zero, 59.4 inches of snow. I really hate the cold. Yes, we've been through a lot, not just from what nature has given us, but from what we are here for today, school. Massive snowdrifts do not compare to multi-page essays we've composed. Thick layers of ice shatter at the thought of late-night test cramming at 3 in the morning. Negative 30 to 40 wind chills aren't even close to memorizing quadratic formulas and then applying them to page-long calculus derivations. Yeah, it was all tough, winter and school alike. But we made it. We shoveled through 13 years of schooling, blew away months of testing, and melted those really, really awful extended days. Just like the winter of 2014, I will not forget the class of 2014. Not because we walked by one another in the hallways every day without acknowledging each other's existence, but because I grew up with each and every one of you. From elementary to high school, we've probably shared one memory along the path. Whether that be kindergarten field trips that we would stamp on huge white t-shirts, or recess fun, where you were probably laughing at me hurting myself. Maybe even middle school, where we fought for the coveted boulder, or 8th grade Cedar Point, probably the best dang field trip anybody ever thought up. But don't worry, if you missed all those memories, you probably heard me down the hallway for the past 4 years talking, or what others say I'm doing, yelling. Of course, that's not our only high school memory. Semiformals, proms, countless Friday nights in the Neon Nation watching our boys destroy so-called competitors. Or even better football, junior and senior powder puff. Okay, so you weren't here for all those memories. Yeah, you missed a lot. But there's one memory we all created. Our class changed the entire perspective of Carroll High School. We made every student enjoy coming to the school for the first time since 1968. On May 2nd, with the help of my friends at Studio 415, we pranced around the halls for the lip dub. We put our stamp on Carroll High School forever, and it was a blast. Now that's a memory we all share. All right, so we're graduating. What does that really mean? It means taking those 13 years of memories and applying them to your future. Whatever you're doing in the future, you've got to make your life count for something. Fight for what matters to you, no matter what. Because even if you fall short, what better way is there to live? That's a quote from the late Gwen Stacy. It's a quote I think every graduate should hold on to and not just let it go, let it go. Still really hate the cold. Please, everyone in attendance, enjoy the rest of the ceremony, because as many of you are aware of, the day has just begun. And one last thing, for Studio 415, I'm James Malcolm.
Mr. Himsel and guests, it is my pleasure to present to you the senior class of 2014. It is my privilege to certify that they have met the requirements established by Northwest Allen County Schools. At this time, we are ready to begin with the graduation ceremony.
Welcome and thank you for attending our graduation ceremony as we pay tribute to and honor our class of 2014. At Northwest Allen County Schools, we are blessed to work with many dedicated students and supportive families who are committed to achievement and excellence by engaging in educational activities, by accepting the challenge to go further than you initially thought possible, and by serving our community. At this time, I would like to recognize two individuals who have epitomized this commitment to achievement and excellence. As I call their names, I ask that they please come to the podium. The first person I will invite to the podium was recently recognized as one of Indiana's 2 United States Presidential Scholars. She plans to earn a degree in aerospace engineering at Purdue University, and she earned the prestigious Beering Scholarship, which includes free tuition and room and board, while she pursues her bachelor's and her master's degree, as well as a doctorate at Purdue. Please welcome the salutatorian for the class of 2014, Abby Lemert. The second person that I will invite to the podium is an example of a true American success story. Born in America shortly after his parents immigrated from Sri Lanka to the United States, the valedictorian of the class of 2014 persevered from a humble beginning to pursue and achieve excellence. With the words of his mother echoing in his head throughout, he took advantage of educational opportunities that were provided to him and earned the opportunity to study at Duke University, where he plans to pursue a career in medicine. In particular, he's looking forward to working with the Duke professors who have discovered a protein to treat cancers like the ones that are inflicting 2 of his aunts. Please welcome the valedictorian for the class of 2014 and our next speaker, Dylan Fernando.
Good afternoon, parents, administration, and of course, the class of 2014. For this speech, I'll try to avoid cliches like Webster's Dictionary defines commencement, or broad metaphors like we are opening a new chapter in our lives, because frankly, the 75% of you still awake don't want to hear about it. I didn't want to write them, and I'm sure you'll hear more than enough cliches today for your liking. Remember first grade, like when you couldn't sit still in those mini desks and anxiously awaited recess while the teacher wrote in actual chalkboards, not whiteboards, and your greatest challenges were walking down straight lines down the hallway without the worry of a bell, and writing your B's and D's the right way. I swear for the longest time I was Bill and Fernambo, and it was pretty cute. When some of us couldn't wait to get home, to share our day with our parents, wide-eyed and eager after a long bus ride home, in the front couple of seats, because, you know, the big kids sat in the back. Yeah, those were the carefree days. And the remarkable thing was that while we innocently gathered around for story time, our own stories, our own realities over the next 2,160 days of school would be filled with the unthinkable. Great difficulties, great successes, and other defining moments in our lives that would change us for better or for worse. As the 2,160 days ticked on, our first grade selves evolved. We were shaped by trials, the drama, the pressure that never seemed to end, and in high school, the difficult choice to take or not to take a selfie, all while managing schoolwork. And maybe we had preconceived ideas or even goals we set for ourselves during our next careers, that perhaps we'd still be running around with those kids from recess, that maybe we would have done more activities, that maybe we'd keep those same carefree notions and fascinations from our younger days. Either way, we grew, we changed, we forged. Had graduation happened 2 days from today, I think it would be best for our generation to have the most epic and nostalgic Transformation Tuesday. I don't always listen to country, but when I do, it's not Taylor Swift. It's more like Brad Paisley. And in 7th grade, my English teacher, Mrs. Schrader, had us write an essay based on his song, Letter to Me. Basically, it's a song of advice to a younger Paisley. And I can't help but think now how I'd answered that prompt today. Advice to our younger first grade selves. To bear the worries of ABCs that would soon turn into worries of SATs, ACTs, and APs. How to make it through those awkward middle school years that we all know and dread. To celebrate the regrets about mistakes we've made, taken lessons from our darkest moments, and recollected chances never taken. But hopefully, above all, we celebrate and cherish those nostalgic moments with the people we loved, lost too soon, made us who we are. Memories that were inexplicably perfect for no reason at all. But no matter what, all those times when we were facing stress, anxiety, pressure, we were in reality always okay because life does and did move on to make us better people, if we so choose. That means that this diploma, 12 years in the making, or 13 if you want to be really picky, stands for everything we've been through, all the sweat, all the tears, and all the laughs. We've definitely, respectfully celebrate who we've become when we receive this diploma on stage, even though nerves might be overwhelming and your heart might be pounding and all you're trying to do is not to trip and fall up those rickety stairs, to smoothly shake the hands of our administrators and to attempt to pose for a split-second picture. Yeah, all while trying to grasp the gravity of what this means to your parents, what this also means to you. But let's be honest, okay? A year down the road, you're not going to remember any of the words that were said here today, except for maybe congrats, class of 2014, or your own name. But what you will remember is the sentiments and the emotions surrounding the day and the actual moment of graduating, maybe with a little help from some pictures. So savor what you can. So to the fleeting 15% still awake, my fellow classmates, reach beyond your sheltered comfort zone. Fail, learn from failure, and succeed by pursuing your happiness, by expressing yourself to its truest form, because no one else will do it for you. I'm personally humbled to speak before a class so talented in academia, sports, the arts, and I have no worries of the future success of all my peers based on their passions and tenacities. These will nowhere be the best years of your life. It would be pretty depressing to peak right now, so make the best of it, so that when you look back to that naive, wide-eyed, eager, happy-go-lucky first grader who had no idea what laid ahead, you're fearless, confident, and proud of who he or she will become. Congratulations, class of 2014.
I was watching Dylan as he was doing his speech, and it's on much fewer pieces of paper than mine. That's because mine's in 36-point font. I don't want to make anyone real nervous. Many things get better with age. Eyesight is not one of them. Congratulations to our salutatorian and our valedictorian. and thank you, Dylan, for sharing some words. I have confidence that each of you will make our community proud as you pursue your dreams. And before we continue, let's share our appreciation and pride in their accomplishments by giving them one more round of applause. We are proud of each of the achievements and pursuits of excellence that each member of the class of 2014 earned, not received, but earned, with the help of parents and guardians, family, friends, teachers, and many other influential members of our community. We are proud of each of you and congratulate you for being graduates of Carroll High School. We will soon witness additional examples of achievement and excellence when we hear from other members of the class near the end of our ceremony. As I prepared today's message, I was conflicted. First, I know that the shorter I keep the message, the better. I considered modifying Dr. Seuss's "Oh, the Places We'll Go," but I feel a need to provide some perspective about the uniqueness of our current graduating class. And I will attempt to do both, keep the message short, as well as provide insight as to why I believe this class is so unique. Much has been stated about how kids aren't like they used to be. And in many ways, this is true. When I was a child on our family farm, cable television did not exist. We had to physically actually get up out of the chair, walk to the TV, and turn to one of the other 3 available stations. VCRs had not been invented. Our telephone was wired to the wall, had a rotary dial, and was shared with the family down the road. And at age 6, I had no clue what they were saying, but the trick was to see if I could listen to their conversation without them knowing. We enjoyed our 45s, our 33s, and our 8-tracks. The Brady Bunch was original, and the first microwaves were being introduced to the consumer market while computers took up the size of entire rooms. Yes, today is different. So to think that our children would be exactly the same is unrealistic. The events of the day also affect the dynamics of how we develop and grow up. Watergate, Apollo 13, the Iranian hostage crisis, a recession. There's some in the room who remember double-digit inflationary rates and 20% interest rates. The Cold War, boycotts of the Olympic Games, lines at the gas station, and the creation of the Rust Belt influenced me for better or worse. For those of you who may have forgotten, today's graduating class were enjoying activities in their kindergarten class on Tuesday, September the 11th, 2001, better known as 9/11. They have been influenced for better or worse by extreme political divide, a war on terrorism, a new and different type of recession, cyberbullying, smartphones, the influence of social media, the possibility of a new Cold War, hundreds of television stations, and they rely on the internet to stream their favorite television programs, music, or movies. However, at their core, they have been worthy of our support, our belief in their abilities, and our hope for the future. This past year, I witnessed the Carroll High School community rally around fundraising efforts to support a fellow Columbia City football player who was hurt in a game against a different opponent. I witnessed an entire community supporting the Carroll High School senior gift effort to help a fellow student achieve a dream. I witnessed studios create videos that honored our veterans while memorializing those who participated in one of the honor flight opportunities. I witnessed students creating award-winning bully prevention messages. I witnessed them creating an incredible senior memory that involved the entire school using a method called a lip dub. And no, when it came across my desk and they told me what they wanted to do, I didn't have a clue what they were talking about. However, when I witnessed it, I witnessed a spirit that came from that lip dub that was worth it. And I also witnessed a student body that cleaned up the result of making that video in less than 30 minutes instead of saving it for someone else to clean up. I witnessed many in our community donating time, food, clothing, and money to those whose needs at the moment were greater than their own. And the acts were not just to accomplish some abstract concept for people they did not know. The acts were accompanied with the time to engage in lessons, research, and study, and a commitment to understand why the acts were important and how the acts made a difference in the lives of others. I witnessed many wonderful students with a deep desire to make our world better. Our senior class led this effort by example. Our students raked leaves and shoveled snow for neighbors. They assisted elderly residents. They volunteered at shelters, hospitals, and camps serving those whose needs were greater than their own. They also came to school each day. They did their best. They followed the lead of their teachers to build their knowledge base and develop their skills. All of the actions that I've outlined are nothing more than a small fraction of what our students actually accomplished in the past year. And these were actions that went well beyond the small acts of kindness and appreciation that I witnessed each and every day from our students. Please do not think that because kids aren't the way they used to be, they somehow failed to learn to treat others right and do the right thing. They learned and they developed an understanding about things that no test can measure. They learned that the content of our character and our commitment to using our knowledge and our skills to make a positive difference in the world and the lives of others is what really matters. This senior class renews our belief in the abilities of our children. They confirm the value of investing and supporting their development and the pursuit of their dreams. And above all else, they remind us that our best days are still in front of us. Yes, kids are not the way they used to be, but oh, the places they'll go. Good luck to each of you, and keep us informed of your continued journey to make the world a better place for everybody.
Today, as we honor the class of 2014, we recognize not only the academic achievements of these graduates, but we also bear witness to an important rite of passage of these young men and women. This ceremony marks one of the few times, quite possibly the only time in their educational career, that these students come together as true peers, equals, praised for their hard work and numerous sacrifices, and recognized one and all as graduate, with each student and family member deserving to have their name called and heard. Therefore, the class of 2014 and the staff of Carroll High School ask all members of the audience to help maintain an atmosphere of dignity and quiet for this occasion. You are all asked to refrain from making any kind of noise, be it shouting, whistling, or clapping while the graduates' names are read, so that each family may hear their graduate's name announced. We ask that you offer your applause to these graduates after all the names have been read and all diplomas have been awarded. We thank you in advance for your understanding and cooperation. Reading your graduates' names today are faculty members Mr. Casey Stancifer and Mr. David Brooks.
Would the stage and first row please rise and advance forward? Mrs. Mary Weissong, School Board President, and Mr. John Hilger, School Board Vice President, will present diplomas to the following graduates. Dylan J. K. Fernando. Abby Elizabeth Lamert. Alexandra Elise Bodrab. James Michael Malcolm. Allison Joanne Grime. Chandler Jacob Boggs. Mackenzie Ann Sheff. Erica Paige Stickler. Kenda Louise Barnes.
Bernadette Ann Becker.
Molly Elizabeth Brennan.
Whitney Anastasia Bullion.
Taylor Jordan Bushrow.
Brayton Michael Carpenter.
Erin Michelle Carpenter.
Monica Elizabeth Coop.
Andrew J. Cebulski.
Dakota Renee Dawson.
Rachel Elizabeth Erdman.
Samantha May Gwynn.
Logan Thomas Hilly.
Adam Richard Kelty.
Julia Claire Kosnick.
Noah Christian Lehman.
Anne Catherine Litsky.
Mackenzie Marie McDorman.
Sarah Nicole McKeeman.
Matthew Lucas Meals.
Jackson J. Miller.
Jason Adam Jarvis.
Kimberlyn Marie Morris.
Catherine Kristen Morris.
Jacqueline Lee Phipps.
Benjamin Russell Ott.
Helen Margaret Reeser.
Sarah Margaret Pushes.
Emma Cheyenne Schaefer.
Audrey Caroline Roth.
Jacob Ian Sliger.
Whitney Marie Schlatter.
Brett Julian Unger.
Anthony Drew Tranquil.
Alexis Lee Alday.
Kurt Tyler Unger.
Lauren Jean Becker.
Benjamin Daniel Arnold.
Lauren Nicole Black.
Allison Renee Burrs.
Charlotte Grace Concert.
Caitlin Paige Chastain.
Ashley Taylor Felger.
Joseph D. Corbett.
Mary Concetta Glum.
Alexander Jeffrey Fox.
Amber Lynn Grabby.
Jacqueline Chantal Gent.
Lauren Casey Gump.
Kalila Cassandra Grossman.
Lucas Lee Isaacs.
Benjamin Scott Hariff.
Benjamin M. Kotwitz.
Alexandra Diane Kolkman.
Mallory Lane Ginder.
Alec Michael Krylock.
Corey James Lipinski.
Annabelle Lee Lasanti.
Samuel Alexander Matthias.
Kelly Nicole McKee.
Kyle Harrison McMahon.
Marissa Rose Melky.
Andrew Francis Lee Michael.
Abigail Grace Miller.
Morgan Celeste Moley.
Elena Shea O'Connor.
Mariana Nadros.
Jacob Stephen Parrott.
Isabel Ann Palazzolo.
Bradley James Pushkar.
Shane Michael Peterson.
Erica Hoot.
Caleb Michael Relu.
Alyssa Marie Robison.
Jacob Patrick Sanderson.
Delaney Ellen Sank.
Jordan Elizabeth Sherman.
Mitchell Thomas Slater.
Sarah May Stillwell.
Rachel Marie Sutton.
Cheyenne Rihanna Typhy.
Rachel Marie Thompson.
Evan Robert Turner.
Min Dang Kong Chung.
Emily Grace Westerfield.
Alexander Yvonne Vaughn.
London Elizabeth Wise.
Natalie Jean Williams.
Alexander Scott Arney.
Taylor Lynn Anderson.
Ellen Elizabeth Rowe.
Kyle Elliott Alt.
Jacob Stephen Austin.
Nicholas John Baker.
Alex Tyler Bartkus.
Drew Ethan Binkley.
Cassidy K. Boothby.
Morgan McKiley Braun.
Grant Michael Brenneman.
Stephen Donald Buabish.
Jan Atiba Bolt.
Dalton Scott Butler.
Justin Todd Burge.
Fox Michael Campbell.
Peyton Elizabeth Harris Butler.
Julia Marie Carini.
Jason Thomas Cardenas.
Wright Schaefer Cerisa.
Emily Ann Catanzarite.
JC K. Chapman.
Jacob N. Cronin.
Chelsea Rena Cox.
Ashlyn Louise Delito.
Tanner Reese Deckert.
Kayla Ann Dixon.
Alicia Gabrielle Diaz.
Zachary Sean Edgar.
Alexander Patrick Eberhard.
Chelsea Lauren Fisher.
Sam Owen Edwards.
Andrew Gaynor Gray.
Ryan Lucrecio Guzman Eichholz.
Austin Tab Gump.
Marshall Reed Gilbert.
Tyler John Hands.
Catherine Ann Gebert.
Matthew Robert Hathaway.
Catherine Faye Halloran.
Sienna Amelia Heaston.
Alan Jacob Hess.
Cameron Phillip Hill.
Sarah Colleen Hines.
Anastasia Nicole Holscher.
Brayton Douglas Hook.
Allison Renee Resack.
Matthew Thomas Howard.
Tia Renee Howell.
Dylan Patrick Johnson.
Travis John Isaacs.
Jessica Morgan Keller.
Muleka Tracy Kabangu.
Connor Thomas Klotz.
Daniel Lee Kleber.
Baden Eleftherios Lee.
Sarah Elizabeth Laughlin.
Adam James Lenz.
Braden Scott Lucas.
Brianna Marie Levy.
Evan Joseph Lunsford.
Brady Edward Allen Lucic.
Dylan Patrick Luth.
Connor Stephen Luth.
Keegan R. McClay.
Bradley Christopher Mason.
Caitlin Elizabeth Moran.
Kyle J. Minernding.
Haley Rose Myers.
Caitlin A. Minnick.
Austin Phoenix Nichols.
Grayson Lewis Moss.
Catherine Adair O'Donnell.
Brianna Lamb Wynn.
William Henry Ottenweller.
Aiden B. O'Brien. Mr. Paul Slofer, School Board Secretary, will join Mrs. Wysong in presenting diplomas to the following graduates.
Joseph Michael Patain.
Jacob Matthew Peterson.
Mackenzie K. Petrie.
Anna Marissa Pearson.
Ryan Carl Peichel.
Brian Dakota Reed.
Alexander Michael Renbarger.
Allison Marie Richard.
Corey Michael Rickman.
Monica Ellen Ross.
Michaela K. Roberts.
Chloe Faith Shaley.
John Lewis Scare.
Christopher Robert Schutte.
Robert Irvin Schuster.
Aaron C. Scribner.
Aaron Ray Schwartz.
Sydney R. Schenk.
Austin J. Singer.
Nicholas D. Sigworth.
Zachary Russell Slofer.
Nicholas J. Skinner.
Riley Christine Subzak.
Dustin Michael Smith.
Austin James Thomas.
Cody Michael Sutton.
Tone Tran.
Zachary William Thomas.
Zachary Austin Venderly.
Beth May Trotter.
Connor Mason Wheeler.
Kayla Marie Updike.
Dakota Leroy Wordinger.
Jonah Lloyd Weber.
Allison Irene Ray.
Rachel Madison Wilson.
Stallone Jordan Jovanovic.
Claire Elizabeth Leroy.
Madison Christine Zedek.
V. No.
Parker Howard Zerba.
Zachary James Pennington.
Michaelia Brienne Rosebrock.
Wendy Lynn France.
Turner James Schaub.
Brandon N. Shamo.
Wesley Aaron Steffi.
Gabriela Adina Nino.
Blake Thomas Kripe.
Mackenzie Allison Lothamer.
Trisha Christina Hoffman.
Timothy James Horn.
Mackenzie Eileen Lepper.
Anthony Lawrence Lowe.
Mackenzie Joan DePremio.
Wyatt Nathaniel Morgan.
Shelby Lynn Blanton.
Angela Justine Workman.
Anthony Charles Panino.
Alexis Marie Hirschberger.
Ashlyn Elizabeth Harpel.
Alex Joseph Bricker.
Tyler Renee Pearson.
Kara Jean Berland.
Bailey Alexa Felger.
Troy Michael Wycliffe.
Cody Lloyd Clem.
Dalton Ray Baran.
Drew Michael Meyer.
Rachel Marie Marks.
Danielle Elizabeth Thompson.
Jacob Austin Wisman.
Brian Ellis Chafin.
Carter James Sikora.
Daniel Joseph Sterrett.
Alexander Jason Williams.
Shakole Latoria Hayes.
Jordan Daniel Chitwood.
Alex Ann Rye.
Alexa Faith Hinneman.
Ross Stewart Barnes.
Brianna Regina Lambert.
Paige Mackenzie Hart.
Bradley Scott Tryon.
Carly Corinne Feipel.
Zachary Michael McBride.
Kelly Jace Bishop.
Miranda R. Patterson.
Dylan Tucker.
Samantha Jo Kelty.
Connor Andrew Mullett.
Ashley Nicole Gerard.
Natasha S. Odisho.
Lindsay Corinne Zimmerman.
Ashley Elizabeth Kurg.
Tyler Joseph Winklejohn.
Ibrahim Riyad Alawadi.
Kathy Macias Ramirez.
Brittany Ray Baisden.
Rachel Lee Fink.
Melissa K. Pargman.
Aiden Christopher Finney.
Danielle Marie Cahill.
Hunter James Smith Tisland.
Ian Frederick Davis.
Adrian Valerie May Weaver.
Nicholas Robert Harper.
Caitlin Michael Keese.
Elisha Cherie Chafin.
Emma Chow-Ai Tritipo.
Catherine J. Collins.
Ryan A. Colchin.
Dane Scott Peichel.
Hannah Lauren Ray.
Erica Lynn Woodis.
Nicholas M. Colgate.
Blake Edward Ford.
Rhiannon C. Schaefer.
Jillian Elizabeth Phelps.
Daniel Wayne Carbaugh.
Courtney Marquez Brooks.
Ryan A. Collins.
Brianna Lorraine Culp.
Nu Lee.
Michael James Kuhlman.
Ricardo Roque.
Josiah David Joseph.
Austin Pete Hale.
Sydney Marie Wilkins.
Mackenzie Ray Bevino.
Trevor Michael Glad.
Nathan Wayne Ikes.
Kerrigan Ginevra Lothamer.
Bryce Ryan Marlowe.
Jacob M. Kanoki.
Taylor Ellen Long.
Dalton Clark Rimchisel.
Andrew Briggs Martin.
Paige Brianna Wilson.
Erica Lynn Myers.
Justin Thomas Went.
Mallory Louise Williams.
Madison Taylor Lewis.
Cody Renee Scribner.
Elizabeth Joanne Welch.
Rachel True McNair.
Valeria Villegas.
Olutomi Folakunmi Rosenwoe.
Spencer Robert Leatherman.
Austin Todd Helmke.
Alyssa Christine Osborne.
Gabrielle Mariah Winklikowski.
Julia Johanna Jackson.
Alex Newhouse.
Brian David Werblow.
Erica Danielle Diltz.
Cassidy Joe Hariff.
Jared A. Rhodes.
Madison Elise Slager.
Brianna M. Oman.
Blake Robert Gavette.
Yusuf M. Almani.
Mr. Ronald Felger and Mr. Kent Summers, school board members, will present diplomas to the following graduates. Mariah Sangsavan Vopachan.
Derek Scott Clark.
Brett Michael Ray.
Madison Melinda Bransfield.
Noah K. Becker.
Kevin Carl Zuliger.
Delaney Diane Feipel.
Sydney T. Connor.
Sebastian Chandler Hicks.
Dietrich C. Heil.
Emily Ann Michelle Eastman.
Rebecca Lynn Admire.
William Roberto Avila.
Ibrahim Ahmed Bakish.
Rawan Amen Hassan.
Camry Jessica Becraft.
Evan Christopher McFeeters.
Courtney Lee Hill.
Daniel Glenn Jewett.
Ty Brant Douglas.
Natalie Lorraine Behrman.
Sarah Marie Meyer.
Connor Jensen Barney.
Kelsey K. Buckler.
Tyler Joseph Bowers.
Cole Patrick Meyer.
Chelsea Noel Sorg.
Ashley Elizabeth Frucci.
Bradley Douglas Allen Sadilak.
Benjamin Harold Schnitz.
Annika Violet Sundquist.
Alex Bear.
Masha E. Niles.
Coral Lynn Whaley.
Nicholas James Fanning.
Christopher W. Graham.
Kayla A. Schaefer.
Taylor Lee Goshen.
Keller Franklin Gutierrez.
Sean Christian Parr.
Brooke Worthington Stabler.
Melissa Catherine Soden.
Lucas James Capito.
Logan J. Gottschalk.
Lydia K. Rowland.
Vivian Marie Faulkner.
Jordan Michael Bolin.
Andrew Nathan Weissong.
Nicholas Donald Hartley.
Noah John Evans.
Patricia May Schnepp.
Jessica Rose Lyons.
Terry Wayne Gardner.
Tanner M. Miller.
Marco Ulrich Barroso Dafonesca.
Alana Elizabeth Southwood.
Jessica Danielle Biggerstaff.
Conrad M. Fries.
Joshua Andre Holmes.
Jordan Joan Kunkelman.
Christopher C. Barber.
Peter Michael Reyes.
Jessica Marjorie Lineman.
Joshua Paul Allen Hoot.
Chase Huglin.
Brianna Marie Bridigan.
Caitlin Nicole Schwartz.
Christian Lawrence Miller.
Alexis Leandra Hernandez.
Maya Milicevic.
Brandon Linnemeyer.
Noah Edward Gray.
Taylor Barry Sordelette.
Samuel Steed Williams.
Michael Alexander Didion.
Lauren Marie Goodrich.
Bailey Jensen Summers.
James E. Taylor III.
Brian Michael Tunin.
Sandra K. Sanchez.
Chelsea Lynn Smith.
Lauren Ashley Sanderson.
Emily Paige Snare.
Jacob E. Schlatter.
Evan Daniel Reinheimer.
Carissa T. Miller.
Ryan Allen Walker.
Jeffrey Scott Reed Jr.
Keaton Allen Klepper.
Alex Jordan Smith.
Natasha Marie Grover.
Russell James LeBone III.
Carly Mary Walker.
Cody Randall Kincaid.
Brandon James Reiber.
Joshua Thomas Hanshoe.
Ashley Corinne Hammond.
Ashley Nicole Osterman.
Samantha Caitlin Little.
Jared Lee Ulrich.
Benjamin Michael Phelan.
Michael Edward Platt.
Simbara May Jan.
Kelsey Ann Kittredge.
Victoria Evangeline Bowles.
Brandon Michael Lee.
Shay Jeffrey Keithley.
Joshua Matthew Sloan.
Brienne Marie Mudrak.
Anya Erica Parman.
Joshua K. Moore.
Ryan Michael Zuber.
Alexis Nicole Firthmiller.
Jaden Flora Jeanette Tran.
Tristan Michael Wilson.
Zach Newhouse.
August Brianne Losi.
Felicia J. Walthauer.
Caitlin Mackenzie Yeager.
William Thomas Irick.
Brian Andrew Jordan.
Austin Wayne Rodenberg.
Brandon Michael Massengill.
Rebecca Stacy Soto.
Aubrey Marie Keller.
Allison Christie Falls.
Austin R. Snyder.
Brian Eric Warren.
David Connor Pattee.
David William Weimer Jr.
Amber Hunter.
Taylor Peyton Miller.
Drake Ryan Prater.
Cameron Joseph Eugene Rice.
Elise Marie Bittner.
Grant Harrison Wise.
Robert Cody Buffkin.
Pierce M. Hicks.
Brandon Scott.
Cameron Lee Hickson.
Lainey Ray Alexander.
Logan Michael Anthony Davis.
Zachariah Lee Bauer.
Tyler Ryan Hamilton.
Adam Edward Sloan.
Blake Philip Taylor.
Braden M. Schmitz.
Nathan Michael Stoltz.
Chase M. Warner.
Chase D. Odom. Zachary Michael Ormiston.
The following graduates were unable to attend today's ceremony: Matthias Frederick Bowie, James L. Kasner, Michaela Marie Degler, Stephen Wayne Fabian, Jonathan Dakota Howard, Ashley Marie Jordan, Jessica K. Lutz, Susan K. Puchaya, Shelley Ray, Michael Anthony Reeser, Samid Salam, Joel Andrew Schumann, Brandon Matthew Schneider. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Carroll High School's graduating class of 2014. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to introduce to you Senior Gift Representative Allison Grime.
We are here today on behalf of our accomplishments. We made it through. 13 years of hard work, and it all comes down to this day. Senior year, it is all too easy to look ahead excitedly to our future plans and look back nostalgically on our past memories, but forget to take a look around us. We, as a senior class, can get all too caught up in preparing for our dream college, sorting through a mess of scholarships, or making our senior prom memorable. But this year, we have proven that we can think of someone other than ourselves, and better yet, make their dream come true. This is what the Senior Gift Committee stands for. For 37 years, Carroll's graduating class has rallied around a cause and fulfilled a need or a dream. This year, we chose a worthy recipient within our own walls, fellow senior Jason Jarvis. Jason has been blind from birth and has a passion for music. We have raised over $4,300 to send Jason to Nashville. There, he and his family will be staying at Paradise Ranch and Retreat, a camp for disabled people. He will be able to ride horses, go swimming, and partake in other activities. He and his family will also take a tour and attend a concert at the Grand Ole Opry House. The entire Senior Gift Committee would like to thank the Carroll community and our various supporters for their help in making this dream come true for Jason. And as for all of us seniors, as we move on, today and tomorrow, graduation party to graduation party, months, even years from now, let us not forget what we did here. Let us lift our eyes from our own agendas and notice the needs and dreams of others. We can leave a lasting legacy, and we already have, to the classes behind us by continuing this tradition of generosity. Thank you.
Fellow seniors, please pick up your candles and form the circle of friendship.
If you love somebody, better tell them why they're here, 'cause they just may run away from you. You'll never know quite when, well, then again it just depends on how long the time is left for you. I've had the highest mountains, I've had the deepest river. You can have it all, but life keeps moving. I'll take it in, but don't look down. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Been waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. I've tried to cut these corners, tried to take the easy way out. I kept on falling short of something. I could have gave up then, but then again I couldn't have, 'cause I've traveled all this way for something. I take it in, but don't look down. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Been waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child.
Wow. Wow. Take a moment and look around, class of 2014. These are the people whom we have grown closer to and forged friendships with over the past 13 years. It has been a lengthy yet quick, strenuous yet exciting journey, but most of all, it's been a memorable adventure for all of us. For some, the story began with the first day walking into kindergarten, holding our parents' hand, too scared to let go, but anxious to meet the other students. And for others, their story sparked in high school through sports, clubs, and other activities. No matter how your voyage began, the circle of friendship symbolizes every relationship you found while at Carroll High School. Just 4 short years ago, we nervously entered into a new and overwhelming environment with an abundance of fresh faces. As freshmen, we had the desire, the need to meet new people. So as that first year progressed, camaraderie became a priority. Many friendships were built, some that lasted and others that were short-lived, but all significant. During our sophomore year, finding a crowd to fit in with was a new concern, and by junior year, many close friendships had been made and they were the solid, enduring ones. Those same friendships carried into our senior year, making for some great memories that we will treasure forever. We have grown and matured, laughed and cried together, but that's what has brought us together as one. While the circle is made up of only us seniors, it's not just about us graduates, it's also about those who got us here. Our families, teachers, bosses, friends, and loved ones, who we owe great thanks to. So as we look around at all the familiar faces, let us reminisce in every moment leading up to our commencement, because this circle of friendship marks the end of our high school journey. It is a bittersweet moment, but years from now, we will look back on our time spent at Carroll to remember the teams we were a part of, the clubs that opened our minds, the hype of the Neon Nation, our senior prom, and even that crazy lift up. The minute details may be a blur, but the people we made those memories with will be as bright as the flames soon to be before you. So as we all stand here together for the last time as the class of 2014, one story may conclude, but an entire novel is yet to be written. Thank you, friends, and God bless.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every round, and may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of change they shift. And may your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung, and may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young.
I gotta find myself, but I don't know how. Why do I reach for the stars when I don't have wings to carry me that far? Gotta have the roots before branches to know who I am before I know who I'm gonna be, in faith to take chances, to live like I see a place in this world for me. Sometimes I don't wanna feel and forget the pain is real. Put my head in the clouds. Oh, I start to run and then I fall, thinking I can get it all without my feet on the ground. There's always a seed before there's a rose. The more that it rains, the more I will grow. Gotta have roots before branches to know who I am before I know who I'm gonna be, in faith to take chances, to live like I see a place in this world for me. Oh, whatever comes, I know I can take it. Learn to be strong, I won't have to fake it. Oh, you're understanding. The wind can come and do its best, below us, north, south, east, and west, but we're still here standing. We're still standing. Gotta have roots before branches to know who we are before we know who we're gonna be, in faith, oh, to take chances, to live like we see a place in this world. Gotta have roots before branches to know who I am before I know who I'm gonna be, in faith to take chances, to know who I am, a place in this world for me.
I've dealt with my ghost and I faced all my demons. Finally content with the past I regret. I found you find God in your moments of weakness. For once I'm at peace with myself. I've been burdened with blame, trapped in the past for too long. I'm moving on. I've lived in this place and I know all the faces. Each one is different, but they're always the same. They mean me no harm, but it's time that I face it. They'll never allow me to change. And I never dreamed home would end up where I don't belong. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. At last I can see life has been patiently waiting for me, and I know there's no guarantees, but I'm not alone. There comes a time in everyone's life when all you can see are the years passing by, and I have made up my mind that those days are gone. I sold what I could and I packed what I couldn't. Stopped to fill up on my way out of town. I've loved like I should, but I've lived like I shouldn't. I had to lose everything to find out. And maybe forgiveness will find me somewhere down this road. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm moving on.
I can't really speak for the rest of you, but I, for one, have always preferred worksheets to essays. So much easier. Everything you need is right there in front of you, with all the questions and problems put nicely in numbered order on one single sheet of paper. Clean and simple. And up until today, our lives have been a lot like worksheets, perfectly planned out and organized from kindergarten to senior year, from 7:50 to 2:55. Testing not so much our creativity or our character as our abilities. How high your SAT scores are, how many athletic scholarships you can get, how much artistic ability you possess. We've showed them how well we can solve their problem, put our answer in the blank, and move on. Our activities, our schedules, so well planned out with guidance every step of the way. Our English teachers telling us to choose the road less traveled was nice and all, but how much of a choice did we really have when one road led to Carroll and the other to truancy and juvenile detention centers? But finally, we've reached the end of the assignment, and for the first time, our choices have begun to matter. In the past year, we've each decided where we're going to go from here. College, the military, abroad, or in Bernie Becker's case, the convent. And in a few short months, we'll see these decisions scatter us across the state, the country, even the world. The power of our first choice over our futures is already greater than 18 years' worth of abilities. And if one choice can change that much, how powerful are we with a lifetime of those choices still before us? High school is a worksheet. Life isn't. Life is an essay, a no prompt, open-ended, write as much as you can before the time runs out kind of essay. And it's up to us. It's our choices, our decisions, our actions, and our words that determine what gets written in those lines. So don't just sit there and stare down at the paper. Make a choice. Write boldly and truthfully.
write with beauty and emotion, or draw pictures, doodle in the margins, lines, images, shapes, colors. What you write is up to you. Just take a stance and leave a mark. Because in life, it's your choices, far more than your abilities, that determine who you truly are. And as we gather in this place, all together for the very last time, it's no longer about what we can do, but what we will do. Because the end of our worksheet is just the introduction to our essay. So let the story unfold.
Seniors, please extinguish your candles. I think the potential to do something amazing is the most exciting feeling in the world. All of us gathered here today house a potential for greatness. This potential was smoldering not only in the flames around our circle, but within us. Let us draw upon the fuel of this fire as we embark on the most exciting journey of our lives. We are indeed the leaders of tomorrow, and while our experiences at Carroll High School have prepared us for the road ahead, we must make the commitment to walk that road. Our journey begins today as we take the gift of knowledge we have been given and strive to make a difference not only in our lives, but in the lives of others. As we split and go our separate ways, let us take all of the potential in this room and create something life-changing, as we will always be the class of 2014. Congratulations, seniors, and as Thoreau once said, go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life you've always imagined.
We have gathered here this afternoon to honor and commemorate our long but necessary journey over the last 13 years. Right here and now is the last time we will all be in the same room together, the last time we are truly unified. And while the feeling may be bittersweet, I hope that you're excited about the potential that the future holds for you. I hope that as you begin to head down each of your unique paths, you remember the good times you had here during the last 4 years, but I also hope you remember the hard times, the times you struggled. And I hope you remember how you overcame those hard times and how they made you who you are today. The future is daunting and exciting and always seems to come sooner than we expect. But I believe that the knowledge and experiences we have gained have greatly prepared us to make this transition. Seniors, as a symbol of that transition, I ask that you join me in turning your tassels in unison from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my distinguished honor to present to you the graduated class of 2014.